Hi, I'm Psycho Yasin, and in today's lesson on Character Foundations, we are studying the eye. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to draw the basic structure of the eyeball. So let's get to it! So I'd like to begin by talking about the structure of the eyeball. And it really is a ball. Now, intellectually, everyone knows this. Problem is, a lot of times when people start drawing, they seem to forget this, and they think the eyeball is a circle with a smaller circle within, representing the iris, and then inside of that, a pupil. And yeah, from a front view, this is what it looks like. Now, where we run into problems is when we want to turn this form. If you think of it just as a circle, well, a pure side view would look like this, and a 3/4 view would look something like this. Just flat. Well, that's not what an eye looks like. And most people know that, so they'll draw the circle. And then they'll take this circle and just move it to the side. We have another circle here, and they'll take this circle and move it even more to the side. And maybe you've seen this type of eye, maybe you do it yourself, but there's definitely something wrong about this. And what's really wrong is that you're not thinking of it as a sphere. So let's draw an eye in a side view, and let's think of it as a spherical shape. So this isn't a circle anymore. This is a ball. It's a three-dimensional object. Now, on top of this ball, we have an iris. Now you notice the shape of the iris isn't a circle, it takes on an elliptical shape. Now within this, we have the pupil. And the pupil is a hole in the middle of the iris where light goes in. On top of the iris, we have a lens. So seen from a side view, the shape of the eye, the contour, actually goes like this, then it has a bump, and comes out like that. So let's draw this eyeball in different views so we get a better understanding of what it looks like. Whenever I start, get the shape of the sphere first. Then what I want to do is bisect the sphere in half, vertically and horizontally. So it would be splitting the eye this way, this way. Where the two meet is where the pupil is. Then you have the iris. If we draw the contour line, it comes around the form like this, and then it goes over the lens. Let's say the eye's looking down. Now the pupil and the iris take on elliptical shapes. Remember that in the front view, the pupil would look like a circle. If you turn it this way, it will form an ellipse like this. And if you look down, the ellipse will look more like this. Looking up, get it like that. The other way, look like that. And diagonally, it would be like that. Now for the iris, purely in the front view, if you have the pupil here, the iris is like this. Then from a side view, pupil gets very flat, and the iris is like this, but you have that lens. So you get a shape that looks more like this. If we're looking down, pupil is going to get flat, like so. You have the iris, and then you have the lens. Now, the iris is the colorful part, but some of that reflects into the lens. So you can almost think of the lens as an extension of the iris at times. When there's a highlight, the highlight hits on the lens. Let's say the light's coming from here. Well, the highlight would hit on the lens here, and then it would go through, and the light would hit the iris on this side. So, from another view, the light's coming from here, and we're looking at this at a different angle, with this being the iris. You would get the highlight here, and then the light would hit through that lens on the opposite side. So what happens is you often see this. You'll see a highlight, and that's by far the brightest highlight. But then you'll see opposite to the highlight, a lighter area in the iris.